can tell you, I can tell you, you can lose anything in the forever business, but don't lose your excitement. The day you lose your excitement, you're dead. But no matter what, you're going to decrease. So start very big in this excitement. So when it start to decrease, it's gonna take a long time for it to decrease completely. That's what I get from my experience, you know. And I did well, very well. And like you said, in 2015, it was my third years in business. I was one of the 9 gem eagle managers in the world. There wasn't at that time more than that. And then after 5 years, I actually accomplished anything I wanted in forever. That's where I moved to the US in 2017. Since then, I live in the US with my family, you know, and I can say that forever being good for me because I don't have to work anymore. I'm one of the rare Africans that live in the US, but his money comes from Africa. Most of the people that live in the US, they bring money back home. Me, I'm taking money back home to live in the US with it because of forever. Because when I was building my business, I made sure that I built that correctly. You know, I wasn't shooting for recognition. I wasn't shooting for label. I was making sure that people that getting my team were doing the right thing because I knew I was most interested in the passive income than the income himself. Because if it wasn't for the income himself, I would have stayed in my job because I was doing pretty well. But I wanted to be free. So I wanted something that can set my life and that I don't have to work my whole life. So after 5 years, I was able to accomplish that, you know. And then I moved to AES, but I understand later on that I moved too early. So business starting to go down, but not that fast. At some point in my business, I was doing 600 cc a month when I was very active, right? So and now I'm doing around 480, 500, you see. I've entered level 3 forever to drive since 2013. I never went out until today, even though I moved to the US, you see. But I wasn't moving forward. And I'm not happy when I'm not moving forward. So for me, I have to keep moving, no matter at which pace, but I have to keep moving. And I wasn't moving forward, and I started to beat myself down. You know, I wasn't happy about myself. I mean, sometimes you get discouraged, even though things are doing well compared to others, right? But when you are someone that like to move forward and you're not seeing it, it's not good. So that's why I started to go down mentally. I mean, I wasn't getting involved. I stayed in the US too long. I wasn't coming back in Africa to support my team. And at some point, I was putting too much expectation to my team. For me, they have to do their part. I did my part. I developed many legs. So why they're not doing it? They don't believe in me. So I started to beat myself down, you know, for 5 years, actually 6 years until last year, you know, but still I was doing level 2 because like I said, I built a strong business, thank God. I was still doing level 2, but when I started the business, I wanted to do level 3. That was my goal, you know. So how can I move to level 3 when I moved too early to the US? So thank God I was qualified for level up. And then we get the good thing about level up. That's why I really encourage anyone to go for it. Is that you get close to the executive team. You were only 40 people at that trip. You get close to Greg. Greg actually give a training. He doesn't give a speech. In the rallies, he give a speech, motivation speech. But level up, it was a real training. Imagine getting a training from a CEO of a $4 billion company. You can imagine what kind of training that was. And that training actually changed my life. It was in March. Since then, I mean, I went back again. I said no. And in that training, we get an exchange, Greg and I. He was asking every one of us what was holding us back, what it was our fear. And for me, it was rejection, you know, rejection of my team, rejection of everybody. And I was even rejecting myself. And he told me, because we have personal relationship, you know, he know me since personally since 2015. Like I said, I was one of the nine gem eagles. So he knows me very well. So, and in the stage, he said, why are you beating yourself down, Frederic? You are a diamond. You are a great leader. So don't mind that. Go back, do your stuff. I really trust you and I believe in you. So from then I said, okay, so I'm not gonna mind about others. I'm gonna go and do my stuff. That's where I went back in March. Since March, I'm in Africa, working hard. So it all come to vision, right? What do you think you are trying to accomplish? That's key. No matter what you have, no matter how successful you already are, what do you want to achieve? What are you trying to achieve right now in the business? That's a key question you have to answer to. It's not about others, it's about you. What are you trying to accomplish? Why are you trying to accomplish it? Why do you want to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish? And then, if you accomplish it, what do you think going to happen? Those are key questions you have to answer. It's personal, because if you don't have answer to those questions, I'm afraid that you may be still looking around, not knowing exactly what to do. Because after you answer to those questions, now you're gonna commit. Okay? When you're sure about what are you trying to accomplish, why you're trying to accomplish it, and what that's gonna bring to your life if you accomplish it, now you're going to commitment. More often, we are not willing to pay the price. You're not willing to pay the price. And we put too much expectation in others. Too much expectation in the office, too much expectation in the prospect, too much expectation in our downline, and then we're not expecting too much from ourselves. What price are you willing to pay? For me, I'm willing to be away for long. This 2024, I didn't spend 1 month in the US yet. I was fortunate enough to spend only 30 days. My longest days in the US was 30 days, from July 14 to August 14th. And since then, I'm still going back and forth. It cost me a lot. A few business. So you can imagine how much it can cost from San Francisco to Abidjan. It's almost the same as going to Lagos or Abuja. I'm going back and forth. And because I decided, I answered to those questions, I get the commitment. For me, I have unfinished business forever. Because Greg have put in me so much trust. I want to deserve that trust. Always when he met me, he always tell me, Frederic, GLT, I'm waiting for you in the GLT. So no matter how successful I am, for me, I have to deliver that. It's an unfinished business. Okay? No matter how successful forever I am in my life, but I still have to do that. That's one of my commitments. That's for my wife. Okay? And Chairman Bonds level 3. So for me, it's a finished business. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes, as long as is an compliance with Forever Policy Company. I'm willing to do whatever it takes, whatever sacrifice for me to accomplish that. So what price are you willing to pay? Work harder on yourself than you do on your business. Because I was telling to my team today that the only enemy you have, any obstacle that you have is ourselves. What's going within ourselves? That's our only enemy. It's not the situation, it's not the economy, it's not the currency issue, none of that. Is ourselves. 90%, you guys know that for sure. 90% of the population have been programmed to let the outside world control the inside world. That's the issue with many, many, many people. And you guys already watched this movie, The Secret, right? The first thing to do is start to reverse that. Start working on yourself to let the inside you control the outside. That's very, very, very important. When you do that work, things going to happen. So what? There's nothing new. The issue, the economy issue, the what with any country, you always face that. No matter the instability, the terrorist stuff, all that is still going to happen. But if you don't let the outside control your inside, that's when you really start your business. Okay? The thing is, many people have too much expectation from others. That was my case, actually, when I moved in the US. Because for me, I did many, many things. I built up many legs. But for me, if only 10% was able to do what I did, I don't have to work. I don't have to struggle anymore. So I was expecting them to do that. That was my mistake. And that can be many people's mistake. You know, I was saying that the office wasn't doing too much. Okay, my leader wasn't doing too much. But meanwhile, myself, I stopped doing it. You know, so since March, I understood that no, I only have to expect from myself. But because if you start to expect from others, that's why you're going to suffer mentally, physically, all that, emotionally. So do not expect nothing from others. And I start applying that in my business. You know, since March, I start everything from scratch. Every Saturday, I pay for room for all my leaders to invite people, and then we do training and presentation. I made Forever Ivory Coast move from a venue of 700 over 6 Day to a venue of 6,000. Because I told them the next Saturday, if you guys still schedule that Saturday in the venue of 700, I buy all the 700 tickets because I'm back. I'm gonna buy all the 700 tickets. And since GB knows me very well, instead of moving to 1,000, he moved 600. Now he put the pressure on me now, right? So the first event that Forever organized after, because since 2015, Forever were no longer organizing any event, big event anymore. Because since, I'm not saying because of me, but since I moved to the US, since my team was a big part of the business in the country, and I wasn't doing things that I'm doing before. So our part started to go down. Of course, the country feel it, right? So I decided to come back. I started by there. I say, okay, so I'm gonna go for 300 tickets, 3,000, which is around 30, cost me around 30 to $35,000. You know, I decided to invest. You know, so basically, my team and I, when we tell them that we're going to go for 3,000 to 4,000, so the office was okay because they know that they can cover most of the cost. You know, because sometimes we may think that why the office is doing the business, I mean, most of the leaders was complaining about the price. It's too expensive. Why 5,000? Because 5,000 is a lot of money in average cost. It's around $10 to get into the events. But me, one thing about me, I never complain. You know, because life has been so hard for me when I was growing up. So I didn't know where to complain, you know. So since I was a kid, I have to make things happen. Since I was in school, because there's nobody to complain about. My dad didn't go to school. My wife died in an early age. So I had nobody. So if I wanted to change my life, I have to do it myself. So I have to work hard in summer, you know, do those little work, dirty work in order to pay for my school supply, you know. So I grew up in those conditions, you know, so I don't know to complain. And that was key for me in my Forever business. I never complain. I never complain when products go out of stock for too long. I never complain when workers at the office do not doing the job very well. I never complain when the office is not organizing things. I do it myself because I understood early that I'm in business for myself, by myself and for myself. The only thing the office guarantee me is to pay the bonus on time, and then to make sure as much as possible make the product available. I never complain about. Actually, I started the business when Ivory Coast was in war in 2011. If you guys remember, Laurent Gbagbo and Alassane Ouattara, the fight, it was in war. When I was joining Forever, there's no military anymore in the country. Everybody, everything was down. Is that in that environment that we build up our business, So we never complain. If I have an advice to someone, to not complain, because we're not an employee, we're not working for Forever, actually. And I then, in his last trip in Ivory Coast, he said that one person that asked the question that was saying why the FLPs, we have to pay, we're working for Forever, why you have to pay for FLP 360. I then say, working for Forever is a tool that we build up for you. If you want, you get it. If you don't want, don't get it. Because we're investing more than the price we pay. So it's important to have that mentality that we're not working for someone. You're not working for the office. You're not working for our upline. I never mind my upline business. I never care. I invest. I don't expect my upline to support me, because the only thing they did is to bring the business to me, and that I can pay them back. I don't care how much they get paid. I don't care how much they get. I only knows that anything I want, if I work hard and I'm willing to sacrifice, I will make it happen. That's what matters to me. So, like I said, I start renting venues, and my team since March, you got to be amazed what's happening right now. Ivory Coast went back 20, 30% in just 4 months. I'm not saying it's because of me, but we play a big part of it. But the good thing about it, like I said before earlier, we all start our business getting inspired by Nigerian leaders, meaning that your success going to inspire others. As long as you start to work hard and you're successful, that's the biggest gift you can give to Forever community. Going from Idigos, I pay a tribute to Clemence, Mama, okay, Kike, okay, John Ekperejin, Mama Susanna Yomade, okay, those leaders, Omar, all that, they don't know me, but I know them. It's the same thing that happening everywhere in the world. Okay, so I started to invest back in my business. I'm not expecting because I started with my leaders. I'm expecting them to contribute, but many people wasn't paying, always arguing this. I said, okay, if I want my business to move forward, I'm gonna do it. When I reach what I want, at least I show them how to do it. Those that want, they're gonna do the same thing in the team. Okay, and one thing is that leadership is not about ourselves. I learned that too in the business. We don't have to be the one to do everything. You guys know that already. I'm not gonna show you that to you. We have to develop others, okay? And if you can be in the shadow, you can stay in the shadow. The more people we make successful, the more people you make other people talk about, the more stronger our business is going to be, So we started to do that since, and when I start all that, the first event I organized, I bring my team to a very, very luxury place to spend a day, Saturday, and I pay for everything. It cost me around 4 million in CFA. 4 million is around $8,000. That was a big part of my bonus at that time, because like I said, for 7 years, I wasn't working hard. So it's not like I'm making a bunch of money right now, no. But I know that was the price. If I was willing to pay the price, I knew that everything was going to come back up, So I had that event and I paid for everything. They were actually my guests, We went there. It was the first time reconnecting all of them after 5 years, 6 years. For me, I had to start by there. Okay, I knew that it was better for me to look for new people. In our business, it's easier to introduce new people that have old people get up or wake up, But still, I have to give the opportunity to those that want it to come back and take advantage of everything I was offering. And after that event, Many of them decided to go back. Okay, and I don't care about how deep they are. I'm not interested in level 3 level. I mean, how you call that? I mean, third generation, second generation, because for me, you're in the business of impact. It's not about money only. So I don't care if the person is 7th generation of manager or what. Anything I have to offer to my non-manager, everybody in my team can take advantage of that because I'm not into, I mean, doing math. This person, I don't get much of him, so I'm not gonna spend on him. I spend on everybody. As long as you're willing to do it, you can do it. So thank God today, after everything that I explained to you, I wasn't expecting that, but in only 4 months, things are doing very well. I mean, not especially for me, because like I said, I used to do 600 cc a month. I'm close back to 500, but I'm more happy in my leaders because I understand now that, in fact, I was harming them by staying away because I'm the real model. I'm lucky enough to have people in my team that are older than me. Many of them are well educated than me. Many of them have highest position in the government than me. But I have an impact on them. They trust me and they believe in me. So I thank God that I came back and offering all that platform, and thank God everything is doing well. And I want only by looking the next month's results, you see, the non-manager, the open group, the number one is in my team. That's the ranking for the whole country. The whole country, I'm not talking about my team ranking, the whole country. You can see 4 months ago when you come to see this ranking, you're not gonna see 3 of my team. But let me tell you this, the number one actually is my team. She did more than 300 non-manager open group CC. The number 2 is in my team. The number 3 is in my team. The number 4 is in my team. The number 5 is myself. The number 6 is in my team. The number 7 is my team. That wasn't possible 4 or 5 months ago. To tell you that everything I'm sharing here really work. How can you imagine in a country like Ivory Coast to have the number 1? I can understand, but 7 first biggest open manager, I mean non-manager CC is from my team. Why? Because of everything that I explained to you. But it's not only the 7th first. The number 11, she's in my team. Number 15 is my team. Number 18 is my team. Number 20 is my team. What that mean? Out of 20, 11 is from my team. And we only at the beginning, starting to do the work only 4 months ago. Because of the new mindset, I'm starting to expect less from them. Because you know what? Sometimes you expect too much from the people that you want the success more than themselves. That's not good. That's the point I reached at some point in my business. I wanted so bad for them to succeed, but I started to be hard on them, hard on me. But I didn't have to, because at the first of the day, they're building a business for themselves. So let them do what they want. If selling 10 toothpaste is good to them, let them sell that and let them be happy. If they think you need more, you do more. That's when I came to. And now I'm a very happy leader now. I'm more happy than when I was doing 2 times the system I'm doing now. I'm very happy. And you know what? They love me more. Now that I'm not putting too much expectation on them, I don't want badly that they succeed on themselves. Now that I let them be what they want to be, do what they want to do, offer what I can offer, and myself work harder on myself, work harder on my business, sponsor more, because I used to sponsor few people only to reach the 100 new CC. But this year, for example, I already sponsored 23 new people in my team, 23 in 5 months. Because I'm really back to my business. I already reached almost 200 new, you see? because I started to do the thing myself now. Because in my understanding, I was gonna build up, and then later on, people are going to follow my path. It doesn't work like that. You have to build up until you reach your final goal. Until that. If not, keep doing it. I don't care how great you were, but if you still want it, you have to go back at your first day. That's what I'm doing right now. You know, and I'm sure of something. Nigeria is the greatest country in Africa. What do you guys do with the Nigeria pride? Before, we all was running to where Nigeria was sitting to go get the pictures. Why now we're not doing it? Let me tell you this, it has nothing to do with the economy. It has nothing to do with the currency issue. You know why? Because the greatest artists right now, the Nigerian. So it's the same currency that they're using, right? The richest man in Africa is still a Nigerian, right? The business didn't go down because of the currency issue. It's still strong. So why are we forever not doing good? It's because many leaders already reached the goal, so they stopped, and they're right doing so. But not only that, many news people that join the business don't really believe into the business, and they're letting the outside control the inside. Let me tell you this. You have to get the pride of Nigeria. Nigeria is a great country. The thing I know and what me proud of Nigeria, everywhere you go in the world, the Nigerians are the only people that pride of themselves, proud of the culture, proud of the food, proud of the country. So it's time for you guys to bring that pride back in forever. And it doesn't take a whole country for that. It takes only one person. You don't need, I always tell my team, you don't need the world to change the world. You only need one crazy guy. No matter who that guy is, that crazy guy is gonna say, okay, it's time for the world to respect Nigeria again. Because your goal, your dream had to be bigger. And that's one of my goals, you know. I'm an Ivorian. I'm American, but I'm Ivorian. At some point, Burkina Faso were doing more than Ivory Coast. I'm respecting that. But as an Ivorian, I say, no, that's not possible. When I came, I told my team in private, I tell them, you guys watch out. In 6 months, by the time the year end, Ivory Coast will be back #1. I told them that, and they can testify. I told them that because Ivory Coast, we're proud. In the French-speaking countries, in the region, it's not like I'm minimizing someone or some countries, no. But as an Ivorian, there's no way a French-speaking country going to do more than that because we are the strongest country when it comes to French-speaking country. And I told my team, we're going back #1. And thank God, after 3 months, Ivory Coast went back #1. And I told them, we're not going to go back down again. In fact, we're going back to double the volume we're doing now. And thank God it's happening. Because look at here, when it comes to biggest volumes, right? After the non-managerial volumes, since I used to share month to month, I'm #1 in Ivory Coast, right? But I wasn't here. Still, I wasn't here. I was doing pretty well. Sometimes I was #1, sometimes I was #2, you know, sometimes I was #3. When I came back, I told my team, no one's going to get the #1 anymore if it's not my team members. I told them that. No one's going to get the #1. Since February 2024, I told them I'm going to keep that spot until you guys get stronger and big and come get the spot. And you know what's happening? #1 is still me. #2 now is my team member. #3 now is my team member. #4 now is my team member. So now I'm sure that when one of my team members take the #1 spot, it's gonna take a long time for Ove to come take that spot because why? He's an army of my team that have the first spot. That's the mentality, that's the spirit that I developed this past month. You know, the 4 biggest business volume are by team members. I've never seen that in Ivory Coast before. I know the time we were doing very well in our prime, me and my upline were sharing the spot, the 2 first spots, but we never had 3 of us taking the 3 first spot. But after 4 months, And everything I share with you guys, we have that. 4. We're still working, but it's not only the 4. The number 9 is my team member. The number 11 is my team member. The number 15 is my team member. The number 16 is my team member. I have people that were barely doing 25 cc for all the time I was out. Today they're doing 100 cc. I have people that was barely doing 30 cc, but since May I launched all that, they're doing 300 cc now. And we didn't even start yet. So that's what I had to share with you guys. And I know one thing, Nigeria is the biggest country in Africa because of the population, because of the people of Nigeria. So the only thing I have to share with you that do not let the outside world control the inside, because all explanation that you can find outside yourself is an excuse. It doesn't mean it's not true, but it's still an excuse. Let me tell you this, there's no currency issue in Nigeria because all the businesses are doing good. You know why I'm saying that? Liberia is one of the poorest countries in Africa. Guinea is one of the poorest countries in Africa. Do you know that there's no office in Guinea right now? But my team there applying the same concept we launched now, and they're doing great, and they're moving up, and the volume is going up. Why is it that a country like Guinea going up in volume and the number 1 country in Africa when it comes to economy is not going up? I know I'm too small, but I feel like it's not normal because you grow up getting inspired by Nigeria leaders. And I know that there's many people in Nigeria, if you guys share the opportunity and give them the opportunity, they will be even stronger than all the leaders that you guys already had. Because why? Because the more you go in the time, the better it is. I mean, actually, this business going to be better and better how years goes by. Okay, so it take 1, 2, 3 person, and you guys will see. And lucky you is that person is you, because others gonna follow, but you that's gonna launch that movement. You and your team gonna benefit from it. So the competition between teams on the country, okay, the comparison things, you don't need that. I mean, this business have so much opportunity that we can all be GLT and still have some room for everybody. Okay, so support each other, work with the office. Do not expect, I mean, we're on business for ourselves. During those 5, 6 years that I'm talking about, we had a group, WhatsApp group for the country. You know what was happening in the WhatsApp group? People was only complaining. They're selling the product less than the price. They're selling the product in the shop, in the pharmacy. They're selling the product. I tell my team members, no. The issue that they're selling in every country in the world. Every country, there's no country in the world, there's no issue. Every country there's issue. The only problem is us, ourselves. Because our product, we don't do advertising in TV, right? So why is it that someone is going to buy something in the store? It's because the person that supplies the product is not supplying anymore, or is not providing a good customer service. Because if you sell a product to someone and you follow that person, the person only knows one place to get the product is you. So why is this that the person is gonna go to another place? And for me, I'm a believer. Bad can never take over good. That's why I always my team follow the policy company. Let people sell less of a price if they want, but you never sell less, because you can never be good by doing bad. I'm a Christian, and the Bible teaches us to obey to the law. Okay? So for you to be blessed, you have to obey to the law. People that don't follow the rules, they can go up for few times. But I know one thing, good will always prevail. So make sure you do good yourself, and let people that do good, do bad, do good, bad. Some countries like DRC, my team member called me, oh, people are killing the business here, they're doing this. I say, it's not because they're killing it, that is not doing good for you. Because when I see your numbers, you didn't sponsor new people for 1 year. That's the problem you have. Your problem is not the others that are doing bad. Make sure you do good, because myself, when I started the business, I was doing so strong. Everybody's starting to say that I was doing bad. So I know what what that mean. But I made sure I did the thing right. That's why after 10 years, I didn't achieve many things that like Nigerian achieved. That's true. But I can still get selected to share about longevity in forever, even though I'm not a GLT member, you know, meaning that good is good. Good will always prevail. So I want to stop there. I know I love to speak, but we're very busy. So I want to let Daniel, if there's any question. And I want to thank the country sales manager, Daniel, because we're starting to talk. I mean, his first years in forever. We never knew that I was coming to share. But I mean, we attract each other. He's a very nice and good person. And we start to talk. I don't even know how that happened actually, but you exchange numbers and we start to talk. We start to talk even before today, you know, when my upline reached out, or reached out and told me that I have to share. I said, no, for me, Nigeria is, I have everything to give back to Nigeria if I can, because if I'm who I am today because of Nigeria. I told you when I started, from Mame Iyomade to Raul Angelo to all those leaders that you guys have. Those are the person that I was fortunate enough to meet in my career. Some of them don't know me, but some does. I mean, so thank you, Daniel, for this opportunity. I mean, this actually inspired me myself. Okay, let me know that. I mean, show me that in forever, everything is possible. Anything is possible. So I want to stop there, and I want to challenge you guys. Nigeria is the greatest country in Africa. Oh, how is it that we're not seeing Nigeria in the front row anymore? We want Nigeria back in the front row, guys, because we don't have everything that is take to be at Nigeria's part. So when Nigeria is in the first row, we are proud as an African, and we can show that to our people. So we really want Nigeria back, and we really strongly believe that Nigeria will be back. So that's the little thing I wanted to share with you guys. And if there's anything someone want to ask as a question, I make myself available for that. I hope my English wasn't that bad, because like I told you, I'm a French-speaking guy. And unfortunately for me, I don't work in the US because I don't want to put myself, so I don't communicate. But it's only my key that I have to learn English by speaking to them. So I hope you guys get some point of what I was saying with my bad accent. Okay, so Daniel, I make myself available. And, yeah.
Oh. At all. We want to really thank you. If your hands are not too busy, let's give him those emojis. I know we all of us cannot speak, but let's give him those emojis. Let's give him those emojis. I mean, let the emojis keep coming. We want to say a very big thank you to you. I tell you, it was awesome. This is not just a training. It wasn't just a training that you gave. You shared your heart with us. Really appreciate that. If you have questions, if you have any question at all, put it on a question and answer tag so that we can ask on your behalf. If you have any question, there's a question here. What exactly are you guys?
I hear you.
Yeah, there's a question here on the question and answer tag. It says, thank you so much for your training. My question is, what exactly are you guys doing to generate the...
Okay. So basically, you know, in our business, it's so simple. There's no a magical, how can I call that, recipe, right? You have to do presentation. That is as simple as that. We went doing presentation at some point, many presentation. Okay, so when we decided to come back, we started to do a presentation now. So no matter what, every Saturday you have a big team presentation, and I pay for the room, for the venue. I pay everything, okay? And second thing, every 2 Saturdays, we do a training for the whole team, in the same venue. So the morning we do presentation, the afternoon we do training. And it's not only me, because like I said, there's many talent many people that are doing progress, and we're not focusing on manager qualification anymore. We're focusing on performances. We want to see people that are growing, no matter at which pace you want to grow. You want to see you want to grow. You want to see you help your team members make money. Doesn't matter how much that is. If it's 300, 500, you know, help you make money. The one that help more, that's the one that have the floor, So you know that you're not gonna get the floor because you are a soaring manager, but you only get the floor even if you are a supervisor, but you're doing great performances, you get the floor. So basically every Saturday we do that. And then once in a month, we do recognition event online. We like a recognition event where people share from assistant supervisor to myself, diamond manager, we share testimony of the product. We don't go deep in the training for the product. That's my philosophy, right? Because for me, if you go too much deep in the product, people are gonna start looking for disease. And the slowest way is to look for disease. I like to take an example. I think I got that from Raul Anjulu himself, right? When you see in a city how many hospitals you have and how many houses you have. So if you want to focus in the people that are sick, meaning you're reducing your market yourself. So those kind of things, we work on that. Okay, we put an accent on using the product consumption. So we're using a lot of product right now, and people getting results. Okay, so we're sharing that with a friend, and then it becomes easy, right? It becomes simple, not easy. There's nothing easy actually. It becomes simple. So basically, we do that, and every Tuesday we do online because I have a very nationwide business. I have 60% of my business in Ivory Coast, but 35 to 40% is out of Ivory Coast. So we put on some some Zoom meetings. So every Tuesday, one of us share. So you have different pools. There's people that are there for Saturday, and so some people are there for Tuesday. So it doesn't wait on only few people. Okay. And then I really encourage my team members to duplicate that, to not think that, because sometimes leaders, we only want people to follow us, right? When people start to do themselves, it's like they're betraying us. No, I tell them, you guys have to repeat it. Do that. Do many as you can. Okay. So they're starting to do that again. So basically it's action. Today, even before I come, one of my actually fifth generation of manager, someone that I don't have anything from me. I was going to be late here because she called me that she had a pizza party that I initiated that with my team. Pizza party with her team. She wanted me to stop by. So I couldn't say I couldn't come. So even though we finished around 2 for today because this weekend you don't have training, but I told them to use that weekend to work in their own team, so they can develop the leadership as well, and they can duplicate what we're doing. So basically, that's what we do. I made myself available. You can reach out to me at 3 a.m. I'm thinking I'll answer the phone because I make myself available. For me, it's a service, like being a pastor, right? Living for others. That's me, how I take it. So basically, that's what we do. Because the thing is, if you don't, I was telling that even today before I came here, if you know everything about your business, right? Okay, you have very experienced, you have a great experience. But if you only share your business with one person in the week, someone that doesn't know much, that barely knows something, but share with 100 people, guess what? Who's gonna sponsor more? The one that does nothing. Because I told them, you know what? You don't have to be a diamond or a manager to do a presentation. A presentation is what? You share your story. How did you hear about Forever? How did you come across about Forever? What did you get in that presentation that the person did to you? Why did you decide to join Forever and use the product? Why did you decide to do the business? What did you get out of the product until now? Did you make some money? How much that is? That's a presentation right there. It's finished. You don't need to rent a venue. Oh, okay. Still won't win that. You don't really need to rent a venue. Okay, so you have to present the business to many people. And when it comes to that, Nigeria is 100 something, right? So that's it. It's that simple. It doesn't have to be an expert. If you're an expert, but you don't talk to people, you're not gonna get the results. So there's no one is too lucky or knows too much. People that make result, no matter which country that person come from, is because we're presenting the product to more people. You know, I got inspired by the ladies, you guys know that, right? From Moldova. I was fortunate enough to get close to her when it was in Level Up. That's one of the good things of it. She told me that she was GLT at the first year and she only was qualifying a second manager in that year.
Yeah.
Second manager.
Yeah.
That make me change my perception of the business. How is it that she only have second manager? Me, I have 80 active manager in my team. 80 active. I'm not doing 600 and she's doing 800. Meaning something's wrong with me. So I started to speak my business otherwise, and then we trying to do those little things. That's it. So to generate more CC, sell product, there's no magical recipe. You just have to show a product to many people. Make people taste the product. If you can open one bottle, open one absorbency, have them try, have them taste it, and the result will be there. That's it. It's simple. The more we are in the business of law of number, right? The more you show the product, the more you show the business to people, the more you're gonna recruit. That's it. That's it. There's no magical thing. We weren't doing it actually until we decide to go back to business in March. And now I can tell you that people are doing that very, very well, and you can see the result. And it's the same people that weren't doing it that wasn't getting the result. So nothing changed except that now we're starting to share more, you're starting to share the product more and the business more. And now the whole country, you can see in Africa that everything's going back up. The recruitment going back up, the personal purchase of the product going back up, and then the business starting to do well.
Thank you so much. Do we have another question? I'm trying to see if we have another question. I'm trying to see. Okay. Okay, someone's found this up. Okay, let's
Actually, your question asking you cease to sell or recruitment. Actually, we're doing the balance. Okay. Before we were focusing on recruitment. I saw a question here. So before the main thing that changed in my system is that before we were focusing on the product and in the recruitment, you were like, if we talk too much about selling the product, people that have good condition won't want to do the business. But you know what? The number one seller now in my team, you guys know who that person is the general in the army. A general is not retired yet. He's a general, 2-star. Is the one that's selling the product more than anybody. So we understand now that no, don't think that people that have better condition wants actually they're the one that can sell more. You know why? Because people around them have the money for the product actually, and if they believe in the product, they're going to sell it, and they're making a ton of money only by selling the product. So now we're trying to change the focus, change the balance. Now we're selling as much as you can, and you're sponsoring, you're creating new people. Before we used to do too much recruitment. That's why I noticed that in Africa, we have teams with 10,000 people, 30,000 people, 70,000 people, but we barely do 500 cc. But one thing I noticed is that when it comes to Europe, people have only 1,000 people in their team, 2,000, but they do 10,000 cc. Something come to my mind. I said, maybe there's something is going wrong here. I mean, is all that made me change my mind and my approach, you know? So we're starting to copy what people are doing well, actually, anywhere else. And thank God, things starting to.
Okay, let's have I think Mrs. Tema.
Hello, hi Frederic, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm actually joining in from Canada. How are you?
Okay, great. I'm doing good. Thank you.
Okay. I'm very glad to see you here. And thank you for all that you've shared with us. The question I was going to ask, somebody asked it about, okay, what exactly are you doing right now that is giving you the case credit? So you actually answered that. I just want you to see if you can, because if you can show more light on how your strategy, the strategy you use in retailing your products. because I feel that a lot of us are struggling with that. So if you can share with us the strategy you use in retaining your product so that we can actually use it and then teach our team members on how to do it. Because I believe that Forever is not about, one person doing a lot of CC. It's just a lot of people doing tiny, little CC, like 5 CCs and 4 CCs every month. So if you can get that strategy, I think that will help. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're very welcome. Okay, like I said, first of all, like I said earlier, we were focusing on recruitment, right? In my team, we were even at some point telling people they don't have to sell the product. That was our biggest mistake, because you were telling people upfront that they don't have to sell the product, they just have to use it, and then have other people use it in their team. That's what you were doing. Actually, we could have achieved even more, but we weren't doing the right thing. It's not like it wasn't bad, it wasn't good, but actually we were underperforming because we weren't using the selling part. So now, what strategy we have? Now we try to switch the focus, right? We're trying to tell them that, okay, you know what? The first thing when you get into Forever, you get into Forever to use the product, and then if you like them, you share them with your family members and relatives. So the first thing you have to do is to sell the product, because when you sell the product, you're pretty sure that every month you make income. But you can count on recruitment, because recruitment is like luck, right? Because recruitment, you can do whatever you can do, but at the end of the day, it depends on other people's decision, right? So of course, you can be lucky to recruit 3 people, 4 people in a month, even in 6 months in the row, if it's your 6th first month. But at some point in your business, you're gonna get to a point where you won't be able to recruit as much as people that you used to do in your first month. So what's gonna rescue you is your selling, your customer base. So it's important when you start to focus on building a customer base while you stand to recruit, right? Before, when you were doing presentation, we expecting only people for business presentation to join the business, forgetting that those same people, 90% won't join the business at all, and we never use the product. Why? Because you're not asking the same people that's in the business presentation to use the product. Even if you're not interested in the business, to use the product. So in the presentation now, I tell them the products are very great. People that invite you have the product in the car. No matter what decision you take, when you go out of this presentation, get the product and try it. So that's starting to bring customer to team members. And then we ask our team members now to purchase some product. I mean, to purchase 3cc, 4cc, 5cc, 10cc if they can, and do project length at home. Okay, invite relatives and don't talk about business. Only share the testimony that you and your kid and your husband or wife had by using the product. Open some product, have them try it. Many people, they're gonna buy it because they get a little bit for free. Because test it. They're not comfortable connection with the phone that one of my leaders calling me from. Okay, so you see, many people want some people going to buy only because they were at the product launch and they try it. Okay, some people going to place an order, and the other people now they know that you selling the product, because one big part of it is people sometimes they get discouraged because people are not buying. Our business is not the first action. You don't have to get result right away. Is to inform people that now, if they need this product, you have product now. Because they used to know you like a banker, someone that's in construction, in business, in styles, all that. They don't know you as someone that have this product. So by doing so and repeating that, they're starting to have customers. And you tell them that now, everybody you met, no matter in which condition, try to have good conversation with that person and try to introduce the product. What happens is what? Sometimes people, they don't react now. But when you guys exchange contact, phone numbers, they end up calling you maybe 2 weeks later, 1 month later, because they need those products now. Then the situation changed. They now need the product. But since they met you early, some week ago, now they call you to order. So basically, we're starting to give more attention to people that sell as people that recruit, and try to put some little challenges, right? We put some challenges. If you achieve 5cc only by retailing the product, you can have benefit from one getaway in a luxury place. But on top of that, you share that you can make $500. Okay, so it's hard to reach manager position and make 1,000, but if you show them how they can make 300, 200 only by selling product 4, 5cc, many people can see now the result reachable. Okay, so that's how now people are more willing, and when they start doing it, they see the result, and when the result starting to show up, they can double up and do that more. And since we're sharing everything on our platform, we're sharing every month people that doing it, their names, and congratulate them. Everybody want to be part of that, right? So then they're starting to take action, and then people, we're starting to have more sales in our team now. That's how you do. So basically, those are some strategies that we use. But at the end of the day, like I said, we just have to share to more people. If we do so, of course, we're gonna have some people that are going to buy. But the main thing, the little thing that we're sharing is that's the tips that I just shared with you guys. So that's what we do to increase the sales in the team. And the good thing about it is that people come now in the business with low expectation, because before they used to come with bigger expectation, right? We show the check that John get in Hawaii, 500,000, right? We check the check that Kike get in Singapore, 400,000. So that's too much expectation, right? When they come and after 1, 2, 3 months, they don't even get 500 because they're only expecting to recruit people, they give up. But now we're not showing that anymore. We just, in our presentation, we don't even show the chairman bonus check anymore. We show them how by selling product for like 2,000, okay, they can make 800. And that is reachable faster than getting 400 check, right? So those are the little things that we're trying to put in our strategy, and it's starting to show some result. And now we're trying to double up to do more and teach that. And we promote those people more in the team than people that reach position in the business.
Okay, thank you so much, Frederic. Thank you so much for that. I think that's where we're going to call it a day today. Let's see. I'm trying to see if we have questions.
Thank you so much. Please, can I have your number?
Okay, +1 510 514 9082.
+1
510 514 9082.
Okay, sorry, come again. I didn't get it.
+1
Yeah,
510
510
514
510 514
9082.
9082. Okay, let me confirm. Thank you. 510 514 9082.
That's correct.
Okay, thanks, Frederic. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, thank you so much.
My pleasure, Daniel.
You shared with us this evening. Thank you so Product Nigeria. We want to thank you and continue to rep Africa, continue to represent us up there. We know for sure that soonest we'll see you at the GLT, because we need, yes, we need more Africans to represent us at the GLT. So thank you so much for all.
My pleasure.
All that you do. Just as an announcement, I think next week Saturday, am I correct? Next week Saturday, we're going to have, is it next week or the upper one? I'm going to have Busiwe from South Africa. I think Busiwe is doing a lot of great work. So that you all understand that, yes, irrespective of what we are going through, this same and it's just that we need to change our minds and really try as much as possible and look inward so that we can grow. So Frederic, thank you so much. Tomorrow is our business opportunity meeting. So if you have new guests, tomorrow is a day to bring them tomorrow, same time, same station, same link. The recording will be shared. So you can go to our YouTube page. Forever Nigeria TV, and what today's training. So thank you so much from all of us here in Forever. I want to say bye-bye. If it doesn't make you grow, change it. Good night.
Thank you.